The all-new Audi Q5 has recently been nominated as a 2018 WesBank Car of the Year finalist. And that means that a jury of my peers believes this car to be quite good. And I'm inclined to agree with them, for the most part. The Q5 has been Audi's best-selling SUV for a number of years, and it's easy to see why. This car does so many things well. It's a trait that we've come to expect from Audi over the last few years. Solid, well-engineered cars that do precisely what they say on the tin. But that's also the problem here. It only does what it says on the tin, and not much more. Because once again, this excellent machine leaves me feeling, well, like it's exactly that, a machine. Now, while this is something that I place a sizable amount of weight on, it's not necessarily a problem for you, because that may be exactly what you're looking for in a car. I look for some character and personality in a car, and sadly, the Q5 is missing that. What it does have, though, is a resume that reads extremely well. The new Q5 is larger than the outgoing model, and that can be felt inside the cabin. It's more spacious, lots more room. It's also lighter. It's up to 90 kilograms lighter depending on which engine you take. It's also quieter too, and I really have to applaud Audi here because they really have insulated the cabin well, keeping the road noise on the road where it belongs and not inside the car. It has a soft and supple ride too, thanks to the air suspension and the fact that they've kept the wheels a respectable size. The Air Ride offers 5 different ride height settings, so you can make full use of the revised Quattro system, which is actually very, very clever. On the open road, it's front-wheel drive, keeping emissions and fuel consumption down. But it's constantly monitoring the coefficient of friction and the steering input, along with information from the MMI Navigation Plus. And it's trying to predict when you're going to need Quattro, such as corners or surface changes. The one we're driving here has been fitted with Audi's virtual cockpit that includes MMI Navigation Plus, and that now includes CarPlay and Android Auto. It's also got the Audi phone box, and this is going to improve your reception and offer wireless charging. Under the hood, you get a choice of either a 140 kilowatt turbo diesel or a 185 kilowatt TFSI turbo petrol like we have here. It returns respectable fuel economy. We've had it around the 8s and 9s with some combined cycle driving. Audi claims 6.8 though. Now, while it does all of these things well, there's still a few areas that leave me wanting. The ergonomics are a bit of a miss, and every time I climb into it, I feel like I need to adjust the seat. I just can't seem to get comfortable. The styling is also a little humdrum. In a similar fashion to the A4, Audi haven't changed too much on the new Q5 over the old Q5. Yes, there's a few little tweaks, clamshell bonnet and front-end treatment, slight contouring to the waistline. But unless the lights are burning, it's easy to pass it off as one of the older models. The 7-speed S-tronic gearbox can also catch you out though, if you're a little hesitant on the throttle. Combine that with the auto stop-start that intervenes just way too early, and you've got a vehicle that's actually quite frustrating to drive in traffic. Then, of course, there's the much-lamented price tag and the options list. This model has close to 180,000 rands worth of options, and I fear that without those options, I wouldn't be as impressed with the drive. The Q5 starts at 700,000 rand, but the one we're driving here is almost 930,000 rand. I don't doubt that they will sell them at that amount. It's a great car, it's just not for me, that's all. So now we wait to see if the Car of the Year jury feels the same as me, or if they'd park a Q5 in their driveways.